Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
Fan of what you've been doing for the culture.
Who, me?
For New York.
I ain't shit.
I told Inf, and I also told my big bro, M.A, I've been wanting to link with y'all, man. Like, I'm always religiously on y'all website.
Thank you.
Before I click on any website, I ain't even gonna lie, you go to the history of my desktop. Forbes DVDs, my
go to
shit.
Your cash,
like,
right?
I really love y'all. I love what y'all doing, man.
Thank you,
for
man.
real. Especially in journalism, period. Like, we don't really get that much post into the culture back, and you're a straight shooter, and I love that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm thank you. You know, I thank you for coming here and shit. You know,
anytime.
You know, we reach out to everybody. You know, there is no press time that you come on when you're doing shit. It's just basically, you know, you did a lot for the culture also. You know,
thank you.
Did a lot of good music. The song we were just playing for
Juelz
Santana. What is your Damn, how did I used to word this when I talk to producers? What is your pot and what is your Pyrex thing? What do you use to cook up that crack?
Like what's the tools that we utilize? Of course the MPC.
Okay.
We use the drum machine.
Which one though now? Cause it's,
I mean, we keep it organic, old school with the 2000.
Okay.
2000, 2500 or the 4000.
Okay.
We might dabble with the 3 as well. We also utilize Ableton.
Okay.
And Pro Tools, and you know, vinyls, records, vintage keyboards. You know, we just try to expand our sounds and don't limit ourselves.
Sampling. What happened to sampling with the business now? Did it fuck everything up as far as them wanting all your damn
I think prior, like I would say probably about 8 to 12 years prior before, you know, right now. But I think a lot of the publishing companies and these artists that are being sampled are understanding that the business is a lot different right now. And the stream and opportunities is a lot more than was before. So I think it's a win-win situation.
Are they trying to take all your publishing though?
Nah, you just gotta know how to produce and sample right. You know, you got musicians, you got interpolations, you know, there's ways around it where you could, you know.
You know you're talking a language that they don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But if they want to do this, they gotta do
they gotta do the homework.
They do diligence, man.
Well, you know what it used to be the actual CD cover.
Right.
And the record cover, I used to always look at contains sample from or contains interpolation from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know about that. They just know to go on that piff or go whatever and download it.
Gotta do your research, man.
Who's the hardest artist to clear to you?
The hardest artist, well, we had a situation prior where we sampled the Dr. Martin Luther King speech. And his estates actually contacted the artist that actually used the record. Okay. I ain't gonna say the name, you know, it's a major artist, I ain't gonna say their business, but it resolved fine, you know. We was able to issue that fine and stuff.
So I said the hardest, that was the easy one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man, you just gotta be careful on what you don't sample. You know, you can't sample Mike.
Yeah,
I don't sample Mike and I don't sample Biggie. Okay. 2 people I just leave alone. I respect and I just, you know, I enjoy it.
Is it personally or?
Yeah, personally, I just don't. You know what I mean? And I try to be mindful, but we don't let that affect our creation. Like we ain't gonna go into the studio and be like, nah, we don't want to sample that because we worried about publishing. Like we don't let that stop us from just creating.
Yeah, because
that's what's most important. Yeah. And sometimes you need to pay homage back too.
Yeah.
So.
As a producer, I'm hearing a lot of shit really getting done over. I don't hear really a lot of niggas creating new sounds. I hear them doing shit over. How do you feel about that?
As far as what, producers doing stuff over?
Yeah, like you calling yourself a producer, but you really just did a classic that we already know. How do you feel about that?
Like I said, it's all dependent on the artist and the taste and the concept of where you're going with the record. I'm not against it, but I'm not fully for it, but I do respect it because it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is based off sampling, whether if it's from a different genre or from other artists that's prior. So I think if you're using it in the right light, you know, I don't think it's a problem with it. But also, you know, we definitely need new material, new music, new sounds. It's 2014, and you know, there's no limit right now as far as creating.
How do you feel about these $25 a beat producers?
I think they watering down the game and need to discover a backbone and stop selling themselves short and really, you know, give into this craft. If you put the work into the craft will pay you back. You ain't gotta sell yourself short just to sell. But then again, it's a business, so I can't really be mad at that. But me personally, we put too much work, you know what I mean, too much blood, sweat, and tears into what we do in this craft. I can't see myself.
It's called FL Studio now.
Right.
But when it first came out, I was anti-Fruity Loop like a motherfucker. I was like, yo, I'm gonna break y'all computer You still use the hardware, Ableton, the software.
Right.
When Fruity Loops first came out, what was your thoughts on it?
I respect it because people. I didn't per se. I ain't gonna say I didn't like it or I did like it. I try to understand it before I had a judgment towards it and understand where the game was going and the sound sonically. Because FL is crazy. If you utilize it now, yeah, of course now it's crazy. But also, you know, I mean, you gotta use both. And I had a hard time. Well, me and my partner had a hard time because we love to use the hardware as far as like the MPCs.
Now you gotta convert.
Right. So there was a time where technology and hardware wasn't as married as they are now, and you had to like, you know, go back and forth and switch off. Yeah.
What do you think about 2-tracking? Is it fucking the game up?
Definitely. I think it has its pros and cons. You lose the organicness as far as like artists getting together in one room and creating. I think emailing just in general kind of like ruined that. The camaraderie and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I do agree with that. Has it been a situation where you emailed the nigga a beat and he just 2-tracked the shit to the record and sent it to radio?
Yeah. Actually, the first record we ever produced or heard an artist of ourselves hear a voice on was 50 Cent.
Which record?
Paper Chaser.
Oh, okay.
And it was a 2-track and it went straight on the radio.
Wow.
I wasn't even mad at that.
Yeah, because it was
50. Right, you know what I'm saying? That was the first time we got our toes in the game, and just through that, it gave us a resume, it gave us an introduction, and it also gave us a push for us to, you know, get into the game and be received. Yeah.
Do you think the 2-tracking fucked the mix up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I miss the drops. I miss the bass line playing for 4 bars by itself. Like, I don't hear none of that no more.
Right. I think, especially a lot of the younger production crowd, like, you gotta appreciate sonics. If your shit ain't mixed right, you're gonna miss out on a lot of dynamics. And remember, you making music for the masses. So in order for that to happen, stuff has to be mastered and mixed a certain way so that it can attract the ear of other people that are not into music, because that's what you're trying to attract. The consumer.
What's your most favorite studio session that you've had in your career so far?
With the Locks. Just being over at D Block Studios, and just the camaraderie of how they embrace us and respect our sound. Like, we've produced for a lot of people, but a lot of the times, you know, producers, it's hard for you to develop that relationship with certain artists because they don't get in tune with the.
It's just like, give me the beat, get the fuck out of here.
And
they don't want your input.
And it shows. Yeah. It shows in results, and that's why you see an artist's career span only lasts 2 to 3 years, or maybe less than that, because they're not taking that time to build sonically with a producer, not a beat maker, a producer. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got a tough one for you.
Nah, go ahead.
Give me somebody from the past, artist. It could be R&B, it could be hip hop, that you would love to work with, that you think you can revitalize their career. No disrespect to them, but they not where you think they need to be right now. And if they got with you, you would definitely bring them right where they need to be today.
Put me in the hot seat, bro.
You know what I do.
Nah, I already know. I should have been prepared. I should have smoked the L before I came here. An artist right now. Repeat the question again.
Give me an artist. Because people don't know. I don't have no questions written down. Give me an artist from the past, whether it's R&B or hip hop, that you think you could revitalize their career with your production.
Right now, artists as far as hip hop, I would say definitely Juelz.
Okay.
I would say Juelz, Fad. Not saying that he's definitely doing his thing right now, but a lot of the core New York artists that we came up. R&B. Keisha Cole. Definitely Usher. I mean, our sound. I'm not really good at questions like that. I'd rather let our work speak for itself. And we have a couple records coming up.
We do want that Confessions Usher's back. That's what you say.
Exactly.
We need that.
Exactly.
That, oh my God, nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Like, definitely the dynamics. And Mary, man, I got a joint for Mary right now. Like,
let her know, man. Mary,
we got that soul food for you, baby. Come get some of this, man. We got something for you. And then any artist in general, any artist right now who not comfortable with where they at in the position in the game they're in, if you have trust in our sound and in the producer right now, I would definitely get in the room with us. We definitely got some fire.
Trap music. It became really prominent in the music industry. It invaded the New York sound.
Right.
What do you think about it?
I love it. You gotta embrace it because it's a new door for hip hop. Every decade is something new added to hip hop that wasn't there before, and trap was there, but now sound wise it's just at a different space where I just feel like production right now there's no rules to it. Like a New York artist could do a trap record and a New York type, you know what I mean, boom bap type track.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We just need more people doing it.
Do you feel like, because I feel like trap music sometimes is not music though. It's like noise and just 808s.
I mean, it depends on the person listening, because it might not be music to you, but to a 14-year-old, it might mean something.
Yeah, the little dumb bastard.
And that's what I'm learning now,
Yeah.
you know, as we get more experience, is that what you might not find appealing, the next person, it might move them. And that's the beauty about music. I learned that just watching Lil Beat. When I started seeing people liking him, I'm like,
what the fuck is going on? Right?
Yeah, and you gotta respect it.
Who eluded you? Who do you need that studio session with that you just dying to work with?
Nas, Jay, Kanye, definitely the elites, and I think we're one away.
Who would you love to co-produce with?
Who would we love to co-produce with? RZA.
Wow.
RZA, and I won't say Dre is kind of cliche. Yeah. But definitely RZA Premier.
Dre, you want Dre to mix your shit though, at least. Like his mix is fucking.
His mixes is dope, but he also has a staff that works with him as well.
Yeah, we know. We're giving that.
But definitely Dre, shout out to him. But definitely, like, without a doubt, RZA. I just feel like his production should be out, just like Pharrell and everybody else's. Yeah. And I don't see why not. So that's what we're here for. You know?